If you're planning a trip to Walt Disney World with little ones and wondering about the Harmony Barber Shop first haircut package, or just even wondering what it is, this is your sign to highly consider that, as it's such a unique and magical experience, and we're gonna talk about it. Today, I'm gonna share an overview of the Harmony Barber Shop, what the reservation process looks like, what is actually included in the first haircut package, and what our experience was like when we did this with our girls. Because this might just be one of the sweetest, most underrated, unique experiences at Walt Disney World. Hey, I'm Kinsey, a Disney-loving mama and travel agent who helps families tailor their Disney vacations to fit their budget, pace, and personalities. Okay, starting off with where Harmony Barber Shop actually is. It is inside of Magic Kingdom. It's actually going to be at the front of Main Street, off to the left, right before, or kind of off to the side of where you would enter into the Emporium gift shop. It's honestly pretty easy to miss if you're not looking for it. I knew it was there, but didn't know where until we actually went there ourselves. So I will drop a map here to give you an idea of where that's at. But yes, it's a fully functioning barbershop, haircuts and all. Now diving into how to get reservations. While technically there are a limited number of walk-ups offered at the Harmony Barber Shop, I would not risk that. If this is something that you know you're going to do, you're wanting to do that first haircut package to have that unique, magical experience with your littles, I would highly suggest making a reservation for that. These typically open 60 days in advance, similar to dining reservations. And you can book Harmony Barber Shop through the Walt Disney World website or the My Disney Experience app under Enchanting Extras, or you can just search Harmony Barber Shop and make your reservations through that direct page. These spots are limited and they can go quickly, so I definitely suggest figuring out if you're gonna do this ahead of time to make sure you can snag your reservations at that 60-day mark. Enchanting Extras is something that I help my clients navigate and even help them snag those reservations to take the stress off of their shoulders. So if you're interested in taking advantage of those complimentary services, I'm going to drop my link below if you wanna check it out. A little coffee pause here. Guys, look at me. If you're a mom, you get it. Anyways, what is the first haircut package? So if you've only kind of looked into it, or it's your first time hearing about it, this is a really fun experience for your little ones to get their first haircut. So it's going to include a commemorative Mickey ears embroidered first haircut hat. Hang on. Okay, so like I said, they're going to get an embroidered Mickey ears hat embroidered with first haircut. This is the hat, and this is the embroidery. You can see there, my first haircut. Super cute. And then they will get a certificate. So everything is in here. A certificate with their name on it. And then you can see the certificate, super cute. It has the date and it even has who did their haircut. A keepsake lock of hair. This one is always interesting to me, but you do get it. So it's actually in here, like wrapped in a little like napkin thing. And then there's like little pixie dusted Mickeys in there with a sticker. They gave us lots of stickers. There's like 20 stickers in here. Stickers and magical touches, and of course the actual haircut itself. So it includes a chunk of really fun, magical extra things. All of that together is actually priced at a really good price, in my opinion, for a Disney Enchanting Extra, with packages starting at $28. So all of this, the haircut and everything I just showed you, was $28. I want to say we paid $29. I feel like that's gone down a little bit, but either way, basically just under 30 bucks for everything that you see here, plus obviously the haircuts. And the cast members were absolutely incredible. I'm gonna dive into our experience here in just a second, but they just did so well with the kids. They're very used to squirmy little ones. And overall, they just did a great job and helped make that experience extra magical. Last, I wanted to touch on our experience doing the first haircut package. So for our girls, we did this last February, so almost basically a year ago now. And my girls were 3.5 and 1.5 at the time. So Brighton, our oldest, she did great. They like put her in a little booster seat in the haircut chair, salon chair, whatever you want to call it. And then put a cute little Donald Duck like what do they call those? I want to say cape, but I know it's not a cape. You know what I'm talking about. The haircut things. And gave her a little like wand that to entertain her. And then they gave her the haircut. They let us stand there, experience it. And they let my youngest watch to attempt to get a feel and comfortable with that. And then at the end, they kind of like posed her with all her stuff for a picture. And then they posed for a couple other magical pictures. And then they gave her a little pixie dust at the end. And it was just overall such a fun experience. And she did great. I will say my youngest, like I said, she was 1.5 at the time. She did not do so great. She was not wanting to sit in the chair. So she ended up taking the booster seat off of the chair and having me sit in the salon chair with Avery in my lap. And even then, Avery was not super into it and she was pretty squirmy, but she was able to like give her the wand, kind of help calm her down and work around her squirminess, and did a really great job. I don't really know if I would have thought Avery would have been like that, but kind of a heads up if you're going with a 1-year-old and thinking about doing it, just kind of consider how they will do. But know if you feel like it's a little up in the air, but you still want to do it, the cast members know what they're doing. They have done these first haircut packages and dealt with those kiddos getting their haircut, and so they did a great job. I do not regret a single thing. And then, like I said, at the end of both, they set up fun little photo ops, and after Avery's, we even got a picture of all 4 of us. And then I took a couple outside the hair salon with like their little haircuts and their pixie dust. And then we tried to get some with a photo pass cast member in front of the castle, but our girls were ready for nap time. But that is just a suggestion. That'd be another fun thing to do with like their little ears on, their haircut, pixie dust, for a couple other photos of that fun memory. A couple scenarios you might want to consider the first haircut package for are: 1, if you have a baby or toddler due for their first haircut. If they haven't had a haircut yet and you're wanting to do a little something extra magical while you're at the parks, this is the perfect experience. If you want a sentimental Disney milestone, kind of ties in with that, and they haven't had their first haircut, you're looking for a lower key but still magical Magic Kingdom experience. Like I said, I feel like that package for $28, especially everything you get for it, is one of the better priced unique packages in Walt Disney World. But I will say the biggest reason we chose it kind of plays into all of that. Obviously, it was both of their first haircuts, and I wanted to do something unique, but since they cannot do Bippity Boppity until they were 3, I wanted to wait until they could both do it together. And so the first haircut experience was just the perfect way to kind of close that gap, do something unique, get them pixie dusted. They got the magical pixie dust, they got the hair, they got the certificate, they got the ears, and we got the memories that we get to experience and keep forever of their first haircut. Like what a fun place to have your first haircut. Even my oldest told me that she told her teacher that she got her haircut at Disney World, and her teacher was like, "Oh, no, you didn't." Like she just like thought she was telling another one of her stories. But I'm like, no, yeah, you did get your haircut at Walt Disney World. So just kind of funny, like a really unique experience to do for your littles. If you are planning Walt Disney World and you're trying to decide what magical experiences are a good fit for you and your family, I am here to help. Use the planning link below, and just a reminder, my services are completely complimentary, and I'll help you tailor a trip around the magic for you and your family. Until next time, keep chasing the moments that make your family's magic. Bye.